Yo. Welcome. I need to quickly... that works. It's a bit... actually, let's do it like this. Welcome. Today is a topic stream after a long time again. Yo, Dapix, welcome. You were in pretty much from the start, just as it began. Yeah, that's all right. Do it like this. Just kind of... yeah, no, that's so good. I just finished setting something up from the other stream, on the other monitor. There we go. That should roughly work like this. Just gonna, yeah, do it like this. How are you doing, by the way? How are you doing? Yeah, today's topic stream is figuring out my top 20 animes. There we go. Let's also just quickly clear the chat. Just start with a very clean slate. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I don't know how far I'm gonna get today, because the thing is, I do remember last time when I did the manga. It took me like 4 hours for not even 200 of them. So yeah, I might need like 2 or 3 or 4 parts even or more. Just cooked all day. Like actually cooking or just being cooked. Because I was like, ever since yesterday, I was like so tired. I overslept stream. It was like 12 or midnight already. So I was like, I'm not going to start streaming now. That's not going to work out. So I just moved the stream to tomorrow. Today anime, tomorrow Quake 2, The Reckoning. Friday Lord of the Rings, and Saturday Dark Souls. I did change my schedule to bi-weekly a couple of months back, but now I'm currently like in the mood just to do Dark Souls once a week again, which is why I'm doing that. Even though it's not the healthiest, especially with Elden Ring coming up. Silksong over, almost streamed almost every day. And then now Elden Ring coming up, streaming every day. Yeah. Not the best idea, but hey, it'll work out so much. Yeah, somehow. Yeah. So I prepared some stuff here. Essentially what I did, yeah. Is it not showing the bookmarks in... okay, this works. So I prepared some stuff here. I did the first 200 in 25 steps. And because I don't even know if I will get to 200 plus in this stream. So I will just go to the... if you don't remember, I will go to the individual pages, talk about it a little bit if I have something to talk about, and then decide if it goes into my top or not, and then shuffle things around by the end of it. For that, I have a second thing here, not in the vertical one, just in the horizontal one for the individual numbers. So let's see how far we get today. Potato patty stuffed with meat and cheese with tomato sauce. Well, that sounds interesting. So basically like potato burgers. I mean, sounds good. I probably would do them separate. Would be a bit more efficient, but to each their own. So let's, without talking too much. And I will just, go back and forth and whatever we're talking about as always with these topic streams. I might put on some music actually. That's one thing I could do to make this a little bit less, how should I say, quiet. There we go. That's a good playlist. I found like this channel that has like royalty-free music, so it's always very nice to use them. There we go. White people do food, basically, yeah. I mean, people who cannot value a good old potato, I don't know what's wrong with them. It's like one of these foods that's, right, that divide kind of the world. Because every continent has like their own starch-based ones. But then we came along and we're like, okay, let's take potatoes from America and put them to Europe. And now it's like a staple in every household here. I mean, I would guess even every country has like their potato thing. In Switzerland we have Rösti, which is like the classic. Then Germans have like all kinds of weird shit, and so on and so forth. But you can't fault them. Potatoes are tasty. Okay, so let's go. First 2025. I just went from top to bottom on my list, which is alphabetically sorted. Kinda. Because it was sorted by English names, not by Japanese names, so some of them are gonna be like completely different in Japanese, so it might not make sense at times. Let's see if this loads. Let me go to 200%. Okay. So I watched, by the way. Funny enough that we start with this one. This is Compass 2.0. It's like a mobile game adaptation. Mobile games are always kinda iffy. They're either like very clearly advertisements or really fucking good for some reason, right? That's like the only two kind of sides you have with mobile games usually. This one was kinda alright. You see, it's not the best rated because, you know, maybe I should add that for those that don't know. Basically everything below a 7 on my animal list is considered trash. So anything below a 6 is ultra trash, even though a 5 is supposed to be average. So the ratings are a bit skewed there. Oh, holy fuck. Let me... Okay, I like looked at the YouTube stream and it was like glitching out, but that was on my end. Good to know. That would have been a bit weird. So yeah, Compass 2.0, it really isn't good. It's like about this world where you have like players and you have characters that come from other worlds, like heroes, they are called. And it's just kind of like, yeah, it's like a mobile MOBA game, it's like a League of Legends, but for it's just not satisfying. It's alright for what it is. It looks good, but there's like lots of CGI. The battles are kinda the story itself is just kinda very generic. I didn't like it too much. I thought it was a bit overblown, right? So some people really hated it, but I thought, you know, it was kind of nice for what it was, but not too good, not too bad, which is why 5 average. So this one is definitely not my top 25. Then this one, I don't even know if you can call this really an anime. It's like very, very basic animated. Also pretty new. It has a second season for some reason. I don't know why. It's basically about a girl being reincarnated into another world. Ooh. That's interesting, right? Now YouTube is a bit fucking up right now. Hope this doesn't transcend to every stream. Cannot recommend it. It's like... Record of Ragnarok. Oh, the name rings a bell. You mean... This one with Record of Ragnarok when you say... Oh, you mean like the battle anime? If you mean the battle like this one, it's... Not really, it's not like a tournament. It's like the MOBA game is like a MOBA, right? But that's about it. That's what they adapt from it. And the rest is kind of like a story of, hey, we have to save our virtual world, which isn't totally virtual because all of these worlds actually exist in the same timeline for some reason, or like in the same universe. It's kind of strange. Even though only the humans are the only ones that don't really recognize it for some reason, even though they directly interact with the hero through the game. We gotta save it, and the final boss, the big evil, is just like a child that misunderstood something, and that's why. That's why he is evil. It's really bad. And this one is it's really badly animated. I can not recommend it. It's like, and it's like really short as well. And even worse, on top of that, the only version I found with subtitles, English ones, was AI translated. It's so bad. It's unwatchable. Yeah. I mean, you can maybe give it to yourself for 2 minutes per episode if you're like really interested, but I'm not the audience for it. Most people are not the audience for it. I don't understand how it got the second season. Right. Next, 11 Eyes. I've talked about this in the manga one as well. 11 Eyes is one of these anime I watched. I completely forgot about it. Then I read the manga, I completely forgot about it again, and every time I see it, all I remember is that it was shit. I really didn't like it. Yo, Mousebella, welcome. How's it going? I really didn't like it. And that's the only thing that's stuck in my memories for this one. So this is almost certainly not a top 25 contender. And I cannot recommend it. It's like very generic anime, right? You have like a... Can we see him here? If I remember correctly, you have like the classic like professor character or something like that. Like edgelords like this dude. Yeah. 11 Eyes, not recommended. 86. And here's one thing. A lot of these like upcoming, they have like this almost like problem that some of these are like series. At times I will just group the series together because fuck you. And at times I won't because fuck you. Because some of these series are like so, like something like JoJo, so you almost have to separate. Okay. Don't worry. I hope you're gonna enjoy your short stay though. I'm only talking a little bit in the background, you know, with these streams. But with this one, it's like, yeah, it is a continuous story that you need to group together as a whole. So 86 is really fucking good. I really liked it. It's like about, you have like these robots or something that continue to want to obliterate humanity, and you have like this federation, and then they have like these human slaves, right? Of like lesser races, you could say, that they are forcing to be on the battlefield for them, and the ones that live in the Federation, they're like, oh yeah, we're so cool, it's no problem. I mean, I'm not gonna die. And then you have like the chick here. She's like, oh yeah, no, I'm not like that. I actually see these people as humans, and I'm gonna fight for them. It was big at some point. Here's the thing. By the end of the first season, I was like, holy shit, so fucking good. So fucking good. And then this, like, the entire plot is so good of like this... Yeah, you have like the one girl who's like in the background, completely separated from the other characters, and all the characters are lovable. It's emotional, it's really good. And then you get to season 2, and it's just as good. They didn't fumble. That's like the most important part. And there's this one scene which I absolutely love. I think it was in the second last episode, where these two characters meet for the first time. It's one of these, the few anime scenes I watch almost on a bi-monthly basis or so. Every so often I'm like, oh, time for this scene again, it's so good. And the soundtrack is amazing. But yeah, I'm just sad there hasn't been a new season yet. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, like the thing is in the... Yeah. I think in episode 10 or so, they're like, okay, let's go on a yes, that's a bit of a spoiler. But they say, you know, let's go on like a final mission. And then they do that, and they go for like the old ruins of the old world and whatnot. And it is kind of... I really like that part a lot. So yeah, it's about love, you know. But yeah, highly recommend this one. I really can highly recommend this one. This was my favorite of the season, probably. I mean, I would have to look at the season itself. Nah, this season had some good stuff in it. This season had some very good stuff in it. Okay, I can't say it's my favorite of the season. Yeah, Yeah, that's a bit of an overstatement. But 86, that was a good season. Just from looking at this really quickly, that was a good season. But yeah, 86. 86 will definitely be in my top 25 so far. And as I said, I will group them together. 91 days. God, this got a sequel? It's like one of these animes that comes along every so often, where you're like, oh man, it's not the typical MOBO anime art style. Cool. But it never really lives up to any expectation. It's like a kind of like a crime story. It was pretty fun to watch from what I remember. But that being said, I don't remember too much about it. But I think I'm not gonna say no to it yet. It will not be in my top 25 though, I can say that. Simply because there are so many to go through that I will definitely not have this one in it. If I would remember more, I would talk about it more. But from what I can remember, like I rated it very good, but my ratings here not always reflect my current, how could I say, view on it, right? Some of these are rated when they came out, right? Like when did this came out? 2016, right? I was a different person almost 10 years ago, right? So yeah. Which is also why I will not remember as much for some anime as for others. But usually when it sticks in my mind, it's already a better show altogether. Centaur's Life. This came like out around the time where Monster Girls... I mean, I watch basically everything. I go from Yuri bait to regular romance to action to whatever, you know. I'm a fan. I watch whatever there is. As long as it sounds interesting. The thing is, this like came out at the time where everybody was like, oh yeah, monster girls are so cute, they're so sexy, they're so hot. Let's have centaurs and let's have goat people and devils and labias and spider ladies and whatever this is, right? This was the era of the monster girl. So tons of this shit got popular at once, but this is like a slice of life, right? Of a centaur girl. It's really not that interesting. There are better ones, which not too many, but there are better ones. Is it finished? No, it's still not finished. Okay. Yeah, like with some of these mangas, I'm like, does this stuff stay popular, or is it just kind of like? Yeah, I mean the last update here was what, 2014. Yeah, unless it was... That's also still going on. I have no idea how that is still going on. Monster Musume, man. Fuck me. Fantasy and slice of life. I think there's plenty of slice of life in here. And fantasy. I mean, this year's kind of fantasy. This is like one of these animes a lot of people liked. I watched it, I thought it was okay. But it shows its age. Right? It's like very... anime-esque. Oh, you talk about anime, you call something anime-esque? What's wrong with you? I just never got into it. It's like very tropey, you could say, a bit. But people really liked it, so I might continue it. I only watched the first season. Yo, Wekong, welcome. How are you doing? Monster Girls are something the tame ones I need to say, though. Yeah. I mean, a lot of them are not so tame. Just dying lately, nothing new. Okay. I hope you live soon enough. Like a necromancer has revived you from your dying state. So yeah, magical index. It's not my thing, that's all I can say. Maybe if I watch the other seasons. That's about it. Yeah, there's also like the spin-off with this character. But I have to look into it a bit more. Oh, Nagi no Asukara. Also good contender. Not sure if it will stay, but good contender. It's essentially you have humans and you have fish people, quote unquote fish people. They just look like humans that live on the water. They can breathe on the water. And it's at first like a very kind of okay slice of life. And oh yeah, you know, they go up to the land and they live there a little bit with the humans and blah blah blah. Let's have happy times. And then one episode hits and bam, and it became my absolute favorite anime. At the time when I watch it, of course, right now it's not my #1. Merfolk's anime, yeah, basically. I mean, these are the Merfolks, these guys. You have a nice time as well. Hopefully see you soon again. So yeah. Nagi no Asukara, highly recommended. Highly recommended. I don't want to spoil it. It's such a good, like, scene almost, right? Where, oh, I really don't want to spoil it. I really want. I watch everything. I watch almost everything. I mean, if I do this really quick, like my top here is, I would say that's like ecchi shonen. That's like, these are of course not my top right now. It's like a very old list here. Choose a genre. It's really, slice of life is probably the one I like the most, just because there are so many of them. But also like psychological seinen, I would say. It's usually like high on my list. But it's like really hard for me to nail down a specific genre. I just like anime in general, is the thing for me. So yeah, Nagi no Asakura. Really good, highly recommended. Has already a good chance. A place further than the universe. I remember when this came out and everybody was like, oh, this is so great, this is fantastic. It's such a great anime. And it's good, but thinking about it retrospectively, it's kind of a nothing burger. Like, yeah, the story's nice, the animation is nice, but it doesn't really do anything out of the ordinary that really makes me think, yeah, this was as good as people said it was back in the day. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad anime. It's good, it's good. And the overall tone of it is really nice. But looking back on it, might have been a little bit overhyped. A little bit overhyped, you know. And that's something I will get to with some anime probably as well, when it comes to underhyped as well. So yeah, this is probably not one of my picks. Yeah. I mean, basically what the show is about, you have like these girls and they want to go to Antarctica. And then they go through tribulations and then they arrive in Antarctica and hell yeah. Right? And then you have some like drama and whatnot with this character, if I remember correctly, and it was like, okay, you're pulling on the heartstrings there, and I know what you're trying to do, it's kind of working, but I'm just not a fan when stuff gets too popular because people get annoying about it. But yeah, like the 2 insert songs that were very good as well. I can recommend it though to just check it out at one point if you want to, but not for me. Oh, this one. I can't say it's my favorite. I'll get to that very soon, by the way, Vietcong. Very, very soon. Don't worry about that. This one. A 30-year-old's health and physical education. It's at a 6.6. It is really funny. You might have seen this clip on YouTube where a baby does like the Goku spirit ball thing with holding the hands up, and some guy was like, "People of the earth, give me your virgin power," and then like fucking monks and some random school guys, and then a baby like with like a weird face. Oh, it's kind of dumb, but it's also kind of funny. I can actually... It's also 13 episodes per episode. It's not much time spent. It's not the best, but I can recommend this one so much. Oh yeah, Durarara was so good. I remember, like, among like my group of friends back in the day, Durarara was like one of the animes we were talking about. But the thing is, they never made another season for like another 10 years or so almost. Which is like, nowadays it's finished, they completely adapted it, but back then, like, oh. But yeah, can I add here, this one goes into honorable mentions. That's for sure. So yeah, this one, check it out if you want something funny to watch. Absolute Duo has an absolutely great opening, but other than that, it's shite. From what I remember. You have like... How was it? You have like these guys and they have like powers that they can get. Like one guy has like shield and then another one has like scythe and whatnot. She has like twin blades. And it never goes anywhere. It really never goes anywhere. It's like... This one's finished? I guess the light novel is finished as well, yeah. I mean, you have like you're like very basic. Oh yeah, she's blonde, has huge tits. Woo! That's an anime. And she has swords. But the actual love interest, by the way, is this one. The brown girl, who has even bigger tits. Oh, here. Bust size, F-cup, blaze, lance. E-cup, yeah. Come on. No chance. Her blaze, rifle. Pfft. Yeah, as if. You don't stand a chance, baby girl. Not at all. So yeah, absolute duo. Not recommended. Axel World. Ooh. There are a handful, I would say. 2, 3. Not too many, I would guess. I mean, I probably won't get to it. But... I really like this one. Yuki Yuna. But I probably won't get to it in this stream. Since it's 800 in, right at the end. But yeah, Axel World is one of these animes that I remember. I like got into anime maybe like a year or two before Sword Art Online hit. Right? Before Sword Art Online hit the mainstream. And then when you watch Sword Art Online, you were like, is there anything else? And every single person was like, watch Axel World. I was like, and I watched it, it was like, no, what are you even talking about? Like, it's also like this kind of game thing, but it never is about, you know, the actual isekai part, almost. Or stuck in a game where you die and yeah, they never like really got any further with it adaptation-wise. And I think the light novel is still ongoing as well. Yeah. I don't get that. These come out very frequently as well. Like light novels in general, volume 11 in 2017. That's like my biggest gripe with some of these light novel animes. They take a million years to finish. Because they are just like TV shows where they just kind of pump out more as long as it makes money. So I cannot recommend this. Like at all. It's not even... Like looking back on it, you don't have really anything too much to look forward to. Like when I was, you know, watching it back in the day, 2012, that was right around Sword Art Online as well. You were like, hey, there might be a second season. Fucking over 10 years later, there wasn't a second season. So it's not worth it. Don't check it out. This is the first of a handful of... Do you like look at lesbians being lesbians? Well, here you go. Adachi and Shimamura. Yeah. I can't say much about it. It's just lesbians being lesbians. That's what the show is about. It was cute. Right? It's cute to watch. It's like a very slice of life-y anime. girls love is the only genre they have here listed, but it's very much slice of life, nothing too drama. Like, there's not even big drama in this one, if I remember correctly, so yeah. Definitely not one for the top 25 here. Afro Samurai. There's a game for Afro Samurai, by the way, which I always wanted to play, but... Oh, actually, let me note that down. Maybe I can find it on, like, eBay. Oh, Terraformers was also... I remember how heavily and shittily censored it was. That was probably the biggest thing I remember. And how the cockroaches kind of looked like Obama. That's like the two things. Oh, Rosario Vampire, yeah. I mean, there are two good reasons. Times a certain amount of characters why this one is kind of good. I mean, Terraformers is probably what you would call a B. Like, it's like these BRT movies. Is kind of like the equivalent. Maybe not The Room, but good old, like, you know, B movies. But yeah, Afro Samurai is kind of... Yeah, pretty much. That's how you could say it. But yeah, Afro Samurai is... It's a thing. I have to, like, watch it again. I just... Man, this was like one of these animes everybody was recommending back in the day. They were like, oh yeah, you want to watch something cool? Watch a black guy being a samurai. And you know, history repeats itself almost. History repeats itself almost. And now we have a black guy, black samurai in a video game. Again, right? It's not the first time this has happened. But of course it's a huge difference if it was in... It's Afro Samurai and this is like a huge difference. But yeah. Afro Samurai not my top 25 either. After the Rain, good contender. Good contender. Very cute romance anime. Yeah, pretty much. If I remember correctly, he pulls out a bazooka at some point, which... I mean, that's pretty gangster for a samurai. If we're gonna be honest here. But yeah, After the Rain, man. Well, not After the Rain, man. That's like a different movie. That's an autistic movie. Literally. It's just like kind of like cute. Even if a bit creepy. Because she is in love with this guy. And of course this is frowned upon and whatnot, but you know, this is fucking... We live in a world where that's not a big problem. But yeah, animation-wise it's like really good. It's like very... what's it called? The opposite of shonen. It's shoujo, right? It's very much in a shoujo art style. Like these very lanky characters with like very beautiful faces. Even the old guy is kind of like... He looks kind of like the voice actor himself. You can't tell me they don't have very strong similarities to each other. But yeah. It's a cute anime. So far I will not rule it out. Probably it will fall off, but I will not rule it out. I hear no Sora. No mouth? Oh, can't you see it? There? Can you see my cursor? Yeah. There? Mouth? It's a little dot. It's like a nose. Like, girls, they usually don't have noses in anime. But yeah, in general, every character here has like very small mouth. Except this guy. But yeah, it's a weird one. But I can recommend it. It was fun, especially when you read it. Because it goes a bit further, if I remember correctly, so... The anime doesn't cover everything, if I fully recall. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I Haruno, when it came out, people were like, "Oh man, this is one of the best like sports anime that's currently airing, or has aired in the recent times. Really cool." Man, if I remember correctly, out of the 50 episodes, they lose so many matches. It's like, at the time you could say, okay, they try to do like the contrarian thing of, yeah, let's not have our characters always win. And by doing that, they were like, okay, let's make our characters lose always. It was so painful to watch at times. Like, it had a good spirit. It was like, oh, you know, there's something there, but they almost wanted to do like a 180, and it became kinda annoying at the times. And it's not even finished, right? The manga is still publishing since 2003, mind you. Right? Like, what's the newest chapter? 179? In 2020? 616 in 2023? Okay, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Don't watch this one. You will not get a good anime. You will not get a satisfactory ending. You just get 50 episodes of getting teased for what eventually could be, but nah. There are some good ones, I would say, from memory. But I will have to get to them first, and then maybe I could say. But yeah, I Haruno. I don't even know why this one got 50 episodes. I really don't. Aho Girl is pretty fucking funny. I can recommend it for the same reason I can recommend the other one. It's just, yeah, it is pretty brain rot. I mean, she's literally just a stupid character who gets baited by bananas like a monkey. It's like, oh yeah, we need to distract the stupid one. Let's give her a banana. And she's like, oh yeah, banana. And she rides her dog. Not in that way. In a initial D like scene. This dog. I can recommend it though. It's funny. It has some good quips, I could say. But yeah, also not top 25 contender. Yeah, Air. Man. It's kind of insane to me that... oh, because I've watched basically everything. I mean, it should be in alphabetical order, by the way. But it uses the English names, so... If sometimes, you know, as here, we're an N, but actually it's a lol in the C. So that's why. That one is a bit random. But other than that, you know. I mean, the thing is, I did watch 821. So it just kind of... The weirdness stacks up with time and like the irregularities. But yeah, Air. Air is like one of these animes, which is really fucking weird how this came to be. You have Air, you have Canon, you have Clanet, and you have like a bunch of others, which are all made by the same studio making visual novels, and they got adapted. And also pulling on your heartstrings, lovey-dovey bullshit. But it was fun. It's a fun watch. Oh, Dapix was breathing some clouds there, or what? Or farting? Yeah, it's probably not gonna be a top 25. From like the 3 Canon, Clanet, and this one, I would say it's probably the lowest one. She's also so dumb. That was like a weird trope at the time. Blowing air. Okay, I get it. Yeah. If I remember correctly, she's like... You know, excuse me for really saying that. But she's... kind of retarded? Mentally stunted? I think that, if I remember correctly. She's almost like a 10-year-old in the body of like a 16-year-old. Then she kind of like falls in love with this guy. Because, spoiler, they knew each other in a previous life, kind of thing. And she's kind of like a goddess or something, or... it's cute. It's cute. It's, you know, it's you know, bubbly in your heart and whatnot, but... yeah. It feels a bit exploitative. You could almost say. Just like this is also exploitative. Akame got kill. I remember when this came out. Yeah, pretty much. I remember when this came out. It was also one of these, oh yeah, let's hype it up. It's so fucking good. So, you know, popularity 30. Like, it's really fucking members, 2 million. It's like what... it's basically as popular back in the day as Attack on Titan is these days, I would almost say. But just with the, you know, the anime watchers of the world were just a smaller part. So it hasn't gotten as much recognition. If this came out today, with the same hype, it would be as popular as, like, Jujutsu Kaisen, as, Dun or whatever it's called, as fucking Attack on Titan. It would be in, like, that ballpark, with how popular it was back then, right? And it was kinda alright in the beginning. And I read the manga. And it's just not that good. I mean, Akame was just kinda boring after a while. Like, I do like that these two kinda ended up being the OTP of the show. But yeah. I mean, all of them, a bunch of them are the main characters, you could say. Like, the entire team, almost. Yeah, I mean, the true main character is him. But yeah. I mean, story-wise, it's about, like, an assassins group that's... does shit, and then you have, like, another group that's, like, bad, and... it's just so good. Half of them die during the show, by the way. It's like one of these ones, right? That tries to pull in your heartstrings by just killing off characters at random intervals. It's like very cute in the manga at the end, where she's basically a potato, and he is like a dragon or something. Completely, you know, turn to shit. And they still love each other. Oh, so cute. But yeah, not worthy of my top 25. Akira. I mean... oh, yeah. Honestly, half the people here you could hate on. Everybody on the other side were just assholes for no apparent reason. At times, but yeah. Akira. Don't come to me and claim you're an anime fan. It's like one of these animes. Don't claim you're an anime fan if you've never watched Akira. Right? It is the epiphany of what animation could be. It's so good. Even if you don't like the story, if you don't like the music, which is absolute banger, by the way. Oh, Dapix, you need to watch it then. Like, get onto it. Akira is a classic. It's like... it's almost like saying you haven't watched Lord of the Rings. Or like Shawshank Redemption. Or like some of these like very critically acclaimed movies. Like, okay, I haven't watched any one of them. Or like when people are like, oh yeah, you know, I'm into rock, and you never heard of fucking Elvis Presley before. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, it's really good. For me personally, I'm not sure if it will be high in the top 25. but it will very likely be in the top 25 for me. Akira is insane. Especially, like, I think the manga covers a bit more. If I remember correctly, I want to read it at some point. I still need to. My ranking criteria is just personal feeling. How I feel about it. Like if I'm like... Kind of like... It's a bit of a mix of how I feel about it, how much I would recommend it, and how enjoyable it was all together, right? That's kind of like how it gets put together in my brain. But yeah, Akira are very, very big. Also a little bit, I would say. But I'm like very good at differentiating between nostalgia and between factual basis, you could say. I will get to some nostalgic anime that I have rated pretty high. I used to be like one of these guys that just goes, okay, is it good? Sure, 7. Is it bad? Sure, 6. Is it great? 8. Alright, so that's like... I used to be one of these mouth breathers that only did that. This is like one of these anime that goes into Alice to Suroku. That goes into the young girl, old guy pairing kind of bait thing. Like, oh yeah, an old guy who's a bit miserable, and he adopts a younger girl who's kind of like a daughter to him by the end of it. It's like, oh, it's so cute, and yeah. She has like magical powers or something, and he's like an assassin or some bullshit like that. He's like a bodyguard to her. I think it's also still, yeah, it's also still ongoing. Nothing sexual is going on here. At least not in this one. We'll get to that at some point, probably. Not in this stream, maybe, but there's a likelihood we get to one of these that has sexual elements to it, mind you. But yeah, I remember people hyping it up when it came out in 2017. It was actually pretty hyped up in the day. But yeah, it's not worth watching. It's been over 7 years, and there hasn't been a second season at all. Oh, clip it. Maybe after the fact. We'll go through it again and clip it. Answering your question, Viet Cong. Amagi Brilliant Park has a very good chance to land in my top 25. I enjoyed it. I would recommend it. And it's just kind of like, when I watched it, I remember there was like this certain time where I was watching anime, but it was like, you know, yeah, whatever. It's just my preferred medium. I don't really feel too specific about it anymore. And then I watched this one, and I was like, man, watching this anime feels like when I just started out watching anime. It gave me like this feeling again of, oh, it has like, this is anime. This is a weird and creepy at times. It's special, and oh, I love this. I feel very highly about this anime because of it, because it has like giving me a very special feeling. It's not that good. It's a fun watch, right? It's this guy, he like inherits or somehow like becomes like the director of an amusement park. And there's like a princess who's like blind in the manga and in the light novel, but she's not in the actual anime for some reason. I think she gets raped in the light novel. That was something people were talking about. But I might misremember something. You have like magical components to it and whatnot. It's pretty cute. It's pretty cute and has a chance to land in my top 25. I mean, getting too early with Arya. Almost Arya. We have Amanchu. I mean, this is classical, feel-good slice of life. Sit down, just have a nice time, just relax, right? It's really good. It's like a magical, and it's really good. For me, it's not above Arya. I have to say. It's not above Arya, but it's still kind of in the same ballpark. It just felt to me at times like the author was like, okay, people like Arya, let's just kind of like do the same, but with like a different setting almost. And at times it works, and at times it really, you can almost tell. You have kind of like the idiot character, you have like the more emotional characters, you have the more staunchy characters. It's Bartender Glass of God. That rings a bell. Let's actually do this. I mean, come on. Hello? Oh, my keyboard suddenly disconnected. That's why. I was like, why is it not working? I'm on to advanced. I mean, it's just the second season. Glass of God. Oh, I have that in my bookmarks on my outer browser, but I can't show that one. Yeah, we'll check it out. That one I will check out. But yeah, let me... Oh, can I do this? I think I can. Yeah, let's do it like this. You mean Glass of God? I'm just quickly saving the covers. Okay, I mean, I will check it out. So there we go. So I saved the covers really quick. Let's get over here. Wait a second. What the fuck? It has like its own directory, that's why. I was a bit confused. Okay, just from like feeling, I would say... this one. Can I... There. I would say that's roughly the current state of things. You mean My Hero Academia? I watched almost everything. I'm still missing like the newest like 2-3 seasons. But I read like the manga and it ends so badly. I was like, ugh. Man. It stayed consistently lukewarm and it never got hot. If you could put it like that, but it also never got cold either. Which is why it's such a big disappointment. To me, at least, back in the day when I watched it. But yeah. So that was only the first 25 and we're only just 1 hour in. That's how long this takes. I mean, the art is good, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is the current state of it. So let's return here and go with the next 25. Sorry, Demo Machi, like, and yet 10 moves. I mean, yeah, compared to the original one, yeah. But the manga adaptation from the web, like, comic, is actually really high quality. Like this one. This one is insanely good for what it is. I still have to continue it, though. Yeah. This one is kind of fun. It's like Slice of Life, once again. There will be a lot of Slice of Life here. It's also like it's like in this ballpark of funny and just kind of chill to watch. It's like she's like a weird character in this town, and she's like a maid, and just like funny stuff occurs. Yeah. I mean, shoot your shot. If they're top tier art, I will definitely want to check them out. I would say I can't remember too much about it because it is just slice of life and things just happen, which is always like the least memorable to me. I like the opening and the ending of this one. That I remember, but other than that, I can recommend it though. It's not bad. For the time being, I will put it into honorable mentions. Ooh. I might piss some people off with that. You recommend it later, okay. Don't forget before the stream ends, otherwise I probably won't see it. Unless you like DM me, you could do that. Some people will agree with me, some people will definitely disagree with me. I love Angel Bleeds. It's so good, I love it. Yeah, it's cut short. Yeah, it has open plot points. Yeah, whatever. I love it. It's so good. It's one of my favorite anime of all time. This will almost definitely to 100% be on my list. I don't care if there's like 25 Akira tier anime in my list. This will be on there. It has to be. I love it so much. I listen to the soundtrack at least once a month. Maybe not the entire soundtrack, but like the good ones. The opening, the ending, the girl band they have in the anime. I have like all the albums on my phone, and every so often I'm like, hell yeah, let's just listen to this. 1,000 Enemies, Alchemist, My Song. Oh, I love Angel Beats. It's so good. Despite everything, it's so good. I just can't. I can't let go of Angel Beats. It's one of the few animes I've rewatched more than 3 or 4 times. Right. I think the last time I rewatched it was like my 10th time or so. To this day, every time I rewatch it, I'm like, yeah, it has its flaws. Yeah, it's kind of shit in a way, but oh god, I love it so much. It's the shit I love. Right. Like, man, Monster Energy drink, the white one, it's not good for you, even if it's 0 sugar. But god, man, I'll lap this shit up with a passion. That's all I can say. I mean, the story is about this guy. He dies. Or he doesn't die initially, you don't know that. Like, he wakes up and is like in the schoolyard, and then she's there with like a sniper aiming at her, and it's like, he's like, what the fuck is going on? Then he like goes up to her like, hey, what the fuck are you doing with a sniper aiming at another girl? Then she's like, she's the enemy. I was like, what are you talking about? You don't make any sense. And then he goes to her, it's like, hey, this girl up there says you're the enemy, what's wrong with her? And then she kills him. And then he wakes up again, because he can't fucking die, nobody can die, and oh. But yeah, the ending is so sad. Honestly, my favorite episode of the entire anime is her story here. When they play baseball, and then you see like the after thing. Oh, god damn! This one gets me every time it comes up. When I have my rewatch of it, I'm like, oh, it's coming. Oh, I love this so much. And I don't want to shit on people necessarily. You know, there are people like, okay, you know, do you know Iron Mouse, one of the biggest VTubers out there? Doesn't her story sound very similar to her story in a way? Like, you know, I was just saying. I mean, there has been allegations that she fakes some of her stuff, I mean, and whatnot. But I can just say, this character has a certain aspect to her that's very weirdly similar. Just saying. She's bedbound. Yeah. Angel Beats, absolutely on my list. Oh, Keisha will come as well. I'll get to that one. Angel's Egg. What the fuck? Weird fucking movie. Very artistic. Not autistic, artistic. Very artistic movie. I can highly recommend watching it. I have no idea what was going on while watching it though. You have like the girl, right? You have this character, the girl, and you have this character, the boy. And that's basically it. But yeah. Like, if you want to just farm cool-ass screenshots and cool, like, animations and whatnot, check out this movie. I have, but that's V, so it's almost in the end. Can I? Alle ablehnen. I hope there's, like, nothing... Oh, there's like this one scene. Yeah. Yeah, it's like very... interpretable story, right? But it is really good. And look at it. Oh, it's designed right. It's so good. It's so good. When the director are having depression and lost belief in God. I could see that. But I really don't remember exactly what's going on. It's like very... It's one of these movies you have to kind of rewatch multiple times, I think, to really like put it in your heart, I would say. But it is gonna go into honorable mentions for sure. I'm trying to like get through the trash a little bit faster. So this one is just whatever. It's kind of it's fine. It's like there's like this invasion by the Mongols or something on like a small like island in Japan. I mean, Popular will also come, by the way. Don't worry. We're only by at A so far. Still. Yeah. If you want to like see some samurai just duking it out at a point, you can watch this one. But otherwise, it's not good. It's not bad, but it's also not like something I would say. Oh yeah, deserves a spot in my top 25. Not even top 100. Not even top 100. That's alright. Anitore EX and Anitore XX, and I think there's okay, that's only 2 Anitores. You mean Angulomosis is funny? Or Anitore? Because I'm moving a bit fast, so sometimes I skip over stuff. Oh, not Samurai one, but this one. Okay. Yeah, this one is like... It's little girls forcing you to do sport. To do stretching and whatnot, if I remember correctly. So it can be seen as kind of creepy. It's like, oh yeah, today we are in a very light outfit and we do stretchers and then we do shadow boxing and we do squats and you know, when people are like anime is creepy, that's like the shit they're talking about. That's the shit they're talking about. So yeah. Anohana. In retrospective, I rewatched it at one point. Not too long ago, maybe like 2 years or so. In retrospective, some of the moments are really good. lots of it is kind of boring. Like, don't get me wrong, the ending is, oh, I love it. When they play hide and seek, quote unquote, at the tree, and then like, oh, then they start seeing her, and it's like, oh, it's so good, oh, it's so cute, and the music, the song, I love it. I do love it. Bomburu Monkilo Montero. I don't know that one. But yeah. I will leave it up right now, but I probably will not put it in my top 25. I probably will not. Maybe. They did similar things. Oh, you're referencing to Onitora. Okay, I can see. Yeah. I mean, it's like the segments at the end of the show where they were like, okay, here's a training exercise you can do. It's like that part, the anime with lollies, right? But yeah, for now, I never laughed so much in my life at the anime. Or rarely laughed so much at an anime scene, where when the girl falls down the stairs and lands on the umbrella, and the umbrella then goes opens up. I thought this was the funniest shit back then. Another is such a funny anime. Like, yeah, it's the peak of horror anime. I never had an anime that was like, oh, I'm scared, right? Horror in anime, for some reason, just doesn't work for me. Or like, when I think at one point, one of the guys just shoots himself with a gun, and it's so funny. It's so funny. It's so ungodly funny. It's not the intention, but over the guy, they were like walking on a mountain trail, and one guy gets hit by lightning. Oh, another is unironically funny, in my opinion. It's a hidden comedy, is what I would say. Yeah, for some reason anime has never really been too horror, mate. It just doesn't fit. Maybe I get to wonder, well, like, oh yeah, maybe, but all in all, manga works, right? Manga works, but anime, yeah, it's about this anime, and then like, this guy like transfers to a new school, and everybody ignores this girl, and then because she is cursed, then people start dying one after another. And then, yeah, if you want to have a good laugh, watch another. It's really fucking funny. it's really funny, but definitely not a top 25 contender. Airsoft, the anime! Yay! It's like a twink comes to a new school, and then they play Airsoft. They're like, hey, do you want to play Airsoft with us? And then he actually gets very attached to it, and yeah. It's not good. It's not good. We get to another Airsoft anime, which is better. Or paintball. I don't know if it was paintball or airsoft. One of the two. It's basically the same thing, right? But yeah, can recommend this one. You know, it's a quite highly scored for some reason, and popularity is also quite good. I don't even know why. Yeah, but you can see I rated this a 5, which I rarely do. Arakawa Under the Bridge is also kind of funny. It is a comedy after all, but I can kind of recommend it, but it is a bit very on the nose of trying to be funny, if that makes sense. It's basically, you have this guy. He's like a well-accomplished guy. He's like the son of a rich dude, of like a rich CEO. He's already a CEO of like 50 companies. He's the smartest guy. He's the the hottest guy around, and then he like basically meets her. And she's like, yeah, I'm from Venus. I'm an alien from Venus. And he's like, no, there are no aliens from Venus. What are you talking about? And then they end up like living together under you know, at the riverbank under the bridge. And you have like all cool manners of characters. You have Hoshi, which is like in love with the other girl. And for whatever reason, he just wears the star mask, and he's a musician. You have Sister, who's obviously not a sister. It's 2025, Yaku, you can't say that. But that's the joke. She's very clearly a man. Everybody's like, yeah, you are a man. Why are you wearing a nun outfit? And you have like all of these cool characters. It's funny. I can recommend it. I wouldn't say top 25. I wouldn't say top 25. But it's funny. I think it got a good laugh out of me 1 or 2 times. It made me chuckle, you could say. And I am reading the manga, which is basically just the same as this one. And in the manga, if I remember correctly, it actually comes out that she is from Venus. Funny enough. It's like, wait, you're not making this shit up, you're actually an alien? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it fits. It fits. So yeah. It has 2 seasons. So you can watch it. This is like the first anime of Goon. You have like these girls, they're lost on an island, and she is like some hyper-trained soldier girl, almost. And they get into all kinds of wacky situations that have to, you know, get them to show off their bodies and to be lesbians and whatnot, and it's, yeah. And she's kind of like the kind of girl who's like, oh yeah, I'm smearing myself, I'm covering myself in poop to mask my scent from the pig so I can hunt a pig or whatever. Yeah. Demographic seinen, really? That's not seinen. I mean, might be. It has a manga even? We have to check out if it's maybe different. But if what I remember, it is kind of like goonish. Yeah. Can't really recommend it. What I can recommend though, on the other side, ooh, Aria. Oh god, Aria. It's great. It's fantastic. If you've never watched Aria, just pick a random fucking episode and watch it. Yeah, it's really just a gooner anime altogether, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Aria, just it's magical. It's the pinnacle of slice of life. It's so fucking good. Aria is about, they have like Mars and they managed to flood it with water somehow, and then they just recreated Venice. And we're like, okay, we call it Neo Venice. And then a girl, Akria, arrives there and she becomes like a gondolier. And she wants to become a, what was it called? A Bella Dollarina or something like that. Like the highest tier, like the top tier, basically. Like the Yonko from One Piece, but as a boat driver for tourists. That's what this basically is. And it's so good. It's magical. Once in a while, I will just kind of like pop an episode in. Just to relax. A winter episode in winter, a summer episode in summer. Aria is so good. I have the Blu-rays of all the seasons. I have all the mangas, like the fat re-release they did at one point. I do. Quite far in though, since it's G, and we are still at A. The Aria, it's so lovely. Which makes it even better because they made not one season. They made this is like a special after all the seasons. This is kind of like a movie or something they made, yeah. This is like another kind of like shorter movie. They made a second season, which is even longer, and they made a a few OVAs, and they made like a third season. It's so good. There's so much of it. That's the best part. Not only is Arya so great, fantastic, absolutely great, but there's so fucking much of it. That's the best part. There are over 50 episodes. Like, when have you had a slice of life anime that's just feel good, just amazing, just consistent through that is over 50 episodes? Watch it. Just fucking sit down and watch Arya. It's one of the best animes ever. Like, no shit. It's so good. And it will absolutely... prequel. It will absolutely land on my top 25. You can bet that. If by the end there's not a spot for it, I will make a spot for it. Like, get real. Arya is so good. I can't, without, you know, there's not much to spoil. It's just Akari walks around in Neo Venice, and then she finds something magical happening, and then she has a good old time, and it's just great to watch. Or sometimes she's just training with her friends and having a good old time, and maybe there's a little bit of drama, a little bit of not drama, a little bit of romance, not romance. It's kind of like, it's so good. Yeah. And for some reason, everybody has like an A name. Which is... They somehow came up with that. You have Akari, you have Alice, you have Alicia, you have Aika, you have Arya. You have Athena, you have Akira, Ai. Everybody has an A name. It's so good. It's like a little detail. Highly recommended. Highly, highly, highly recommended. See how much there is of it. Oh. Asobi Asobase is also one of these very funny animes that I can highly recommend. It's just like these three girls that are like in the playing games club or something like that, and it's just so funny. I can't really say more than that. It's really good, and the ending is really good as well, right? It only got one sequel, a little OVA. I think the manga's finished as well, yeah. 2022 it ended. I'm very surprised we never got more than one season. I'm actually very surprised we never got more than one season for this one. Because as you can see, it's quite well liked as well. Because it's so funny. So yeah, Asobi Asobase. Not a 25. Not in my top 25, but one of the few animes that genuinely made me laugh at times. Yeah. Can recommend it. I can recommend it. Assassination Classroom. Man, this was one of these super hyped up anime at the time. Or to be precise, I started with the manga. I remember people being like, oh yeah, you have to start reading this manga. That was like in 2013 or so. Right, way before the anime aired. And I watched the first season and never continued for some reason. I never read the manga past like 30 or so chapters, and I never watched the anime past the first season. Even though I think they finished adapting it. Sequel? I think this is done, if I'm not mistaken. So I will definitely read the manga. I have it in my app, actually, in my list. Yeah. I mean, there's also a lot of people who are very horny for this dude. Which is kinda, you know? I will probably end up reading it. Maybe I will watch it again, or watch the entire thing at some point. But right now, I cannot put it in my top 25. I just remember something about it really was like I've seen it at the time, but maybe it's just... Maybe I was just not in the right headspace for it at the time. That can happen. That can happen. But yeah. But it is popular, so... Lots of people liked it. before I talk about this, I really need to take a piss real quick. So I'll be back in like a minute. So see you then. Okay, I'm back. Astra Lost in Space. Initially, right? The premise is actually really fun. And initially, it's actually kind of good. It's about... It's like space travel is like commercialized. And some of the students go on a school trip. And oh no, on the school trip, they're like sucked through a black hole and are completely somewhere else, in a completely out there somewhere, right? In space. And it's actually up until that point, you're like, oh, it's actually kind of nice. It's very interesting. It's actually interesting, and then it moves on. It stays pretty good. I've rated it great, but I would probably drop that a little. I'm gonna be honest. And it stays good, and then when it gets revealed what it's about, why it happened, it's just kind of like, really? That's it? That's the reason? That's so dumb, in a way. God, is that dumb. So yeah. Which is why I cannot recommend it too much. Oh, I will put it in my top 25, I want to say. It's a good watch still. It really is, but it's just, I didn't like that. The way it kind of made it's like a bit of a sour aftertaste, you could say. Because you know, spoiler. It's like these kids, they're all clones that were made for organ transplants of like rich dudes or rich people. And they were like, okay, no, this is about to be discovered. Let's just send them to space. Just let them be stranded in space somewhere. That's gonna solve a problem. Yeah, it's... There's like a component of like who did it, who sent them there, exactly. But it never really matters. It's a fun watch. As I said, it's a fun watch. But once like the reason gets revealed, it's a bit on the nose almost. Like it's kind of dumb at times. But also I remember when it came out, it was also really hyped up. Summer 2019, yeah, that's not even that long ago. That was like pretty much before COVID. That's something. Anime has really changed since then. Because all the normies came in and were like, oh no, all of this anime shit is creepy, even though we are the tourists that came in, and now we call it creepy and we want change everywhere. Even though we are not the fans of it. We only like Attack on Titan and we want every anime to be like that. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Just dump it in the chat. And I will copy it out later. Shoot your recommendations, just like I shoot this one to the next anime. Oh! Okay, I arrived at the end of the next 25. See, now after I'm done with the toilet, I will probably do a bit of a speed up, trying to get at least to 100. Let's get to 25 real quick. Manchu was there, so let's go Arya. Arya? I will say, for me personally, just from feeling, so let's definitely go here. Arya will go like here, right now. Then Angel Beats. I mean, as I said, Angel Beats will upset some people probably, but yeah. What was the third one that I saved? Am I dumb? Huh? Ah, this one. Yeah, honestly, it's... I'd say maybe... let's put it here for now. Okay. Try one out. Okay. Now let's... Do we have... This means I can delete this folder. Let me check it out in a second. Oh my god. We arrived at that anime. Oh, one out, so try one out. Okay, I see. I will note it down here real quick. In here. Okay. Okay, I will look into it. Just save the manga for, I think, yeah. Attack on Titan will probably not be in my top 25. I know I will upset every normie out there. And some anime fans as well. Attack on Titan. The thing is, I only watched the first season and then a bit of the second season, if I remember correctly. If it wants to load, that is. The thing is, the ending, like, it's an entire... Yeah, I watched one episode. And they, like, went on and on and on with, like, season 3, season 4, part 2, season blah, 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 blah. It goes on and on and on and on with the anime. Season 3, part 2. The final season. The final season, part 2. The final season, Kanketsu-hen. It's just like... They didn't stop. They just didn't stop. They just couldn't sit down and make one season and goodness. They had to, like, split it in, like, 50 parts. The thing is, the ending... It was really cool. Attack on Titan was really cool until, like, one of the big secrets was revealed. And then it just kindly, slowly started to dwindle. And then they made almost like a, you know, World War II Nazi kind of thing out of it. And by the end, when the anime ended... I was the manga when the manga ended and I read it, I was like, huh. This is just not that good. Like, it has its good moments, right? It's still... I can recommend it, right? When somebody says, hey, can you recommend me an anime? Especially... That's the thing, if you want to show an anime to a normie, Attack on Titan is still one of the best animes to show. It has very little, like, fan service bullshittery. It is overall a good plot, it has good music, it has good animation. It is adult, it's not, like, childish, quote-unquote. So it is a good recommendation for normies. But as a whole, Attack on Titan is not an anime I could put in my top 25. Not in my top 50. Maybe my top 100. I mean, that's another good choice for normies. It's just the ending. Or the ending was just the cherry on top, I would say. But everything past the, we have to get to my old house and find what's in the basement. Everything up to that point is really fun and really good. But everything past it, it's just almost a, you know, a downward slide. A not very steep one. It's like a slow decay, I would say. But it never, like, the first season, really. Watch the first season and just make up your own headcanon and that's it. That's like the best way to enjoy it, in my opinion. And other than that, yeah. I just cannot, in good consciousness, I cannot put it in my top 25. Despite it being so fucking popular that it pretty much destroyed the anime industry to some degree, with how many people came in and want to change everything. Yeah, honestly. As I said, like, he almost wanted to make it like an allegory for the Holocaust. It just didn't work out. It just did not work out. Babylon has a scene where one chick gets her hands cut off, or like her arms, then her legs, and then her head. It's interesting. It's an interesting anime, but the actual, one of the characters, Wood Alexander W. I kind of liked the guy. When he was introduced in the anime, I kind of liked him. But it's like there's like murders going on. There's this woman who's almost like, for some reason, can compel people to do something, which is never explained. She just can. But they also try to make it somewhat realistic at times. It's just weird. It's not good. It's not bad. It has like as I said, it has that one scene which I thought is very hilarious as well, because she live streams it and sends him a link, and he's like watching, sitting there crying. He's like, "Ah, stop it, don't kill my colleague, no." And to censor it, they like intersplice the cutting off of the limbs with like scenes of somebody of like his wife cooking for their child, which is kind of funny. So yeah, axe goes down before it cuts off the arm. It switches over to like the wife cutting carrots, something like that. It's, yeah, Babylon. It's interesting, but it's really not recommended, really. Baccano. Oh, I have to rewatch Baccano. I really have to rewatch Baccano to fully be certain about it, but it has good potential. I mean, Baccano is one of these classic animes where I still would say it's like Akira. You almost have to have watched it to really, truly be on a level that I'm willing to talk too much with you. That's stupid. Like when somebody comes in and they say, "Hey, I am an anime fan," and I'm like, "Have you watched Baccano?" They say no. I'm very skeptical. I do like mind game stuff. I really do. One of my favorite is kind of mind gamey is, what's it called? Kaishi. Oh, Kaishi was so good. Which will also probably end up on the list. So yeah, Baccano. Baccano is mandatory watching, I would say. Baccano is mandatory. Which is why I will keep it on here for now. Wait. Uso Gui. Wait, was this? Okay, that is this. It looks interesting. Oh, I think I've seen like clips of this. Or screenshots. Okay, this image looks much better than whatever this is. Now let me put that here as well. Bakemonogatari. I cannot put it on my top 25. I can't do it. For one very specific reason. I wanted to sit down and watch all of them again before I can really make my judgment. Everything that's out. But the thing is with Bakemonogatari, it's exhausting. Man. Watching Bakemonogatari and not understanding Japanese, and I'm not gonna watch dubs, I mean, come on, is some of the most exhausting thing I've ever done in my life. Like, mentally exhausting. The speed at which you have to read is insane. A man challenging a whole underground mutil country gambling. Okay, so it's kind of like Kaishi in that sense then. Almost. But yeah. I also don't. I looked at the timeline before and it's kind of strange. I will probably watch when I do my full rewatch of it, including the ones I haven't watched yet. I will probably just watch in release order though. And not... Some people will say, hey, you have... Now that it's out mostly or completed, you should watch it in the proper timeline order, but I'm like, nah. Release order is usually my preferred way to go. I watch dumb, I'm way too slow when I read. Yeah, it might not be... It's not for everybody, not just because the story is kind of out there and like back and forth and it's just strange at times. But it is like it's bam 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 bam. It's fast. It's really fast and a lot. Yeah, so I'm a bit scared of it. Green blood. Okay. Looks interesting. From the cover itself, at least. He has like a gun blade. Interesting. I can recommend this one now. I mean, I will put it in my list as well. We'll check all of this out after stream. This anime is gay as fuck, dude. This is like the gay anime, and it's actually really good. Right. Okay, you have a nice time as well. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully see you next time. Banana fish, man. It's like it's about like this Japanese... I don't know if he was a reporter or if he's like a police like intern or something, and he goes to America, and then he like gets involved with like this blonde guy here, and there's like a drug going around called banana fish, and that they want to track down. He has like his vengeance with the guy who made banana fish, if I remember correctly, or the guy that's currently using it. And oh, it's a really good story. Banana fish is actually really good, but it's really fucking gay, like actually gay. It's I don't mean like gay as in a, you know, he fucks him. They're in a kind of like not just bromance, like actual romance kind of thing. This guy is also kind of like, hey, I want to fuck both of you. This guy is, I mean, look at him. You can already tell he takes it up the ass every so often. Almost everybody in this show is gay. So yeah. If you can stand that, I feel like one of these people like no gay in my shows at all. then don't watch it. But if you can tolerate like it's not it's not front and center, I would say. But Banana Fish is, I liked it. I really liked it, and the openings are really good. I listen to the openings every so often. Yeah. It's like one of these animes that's like adapted from like a very old manga, if I remember correctly. Like 2018 it was adapted, and the manga is from 1985 to 1994. So yeah. And it is shoujo, so. But yeah, it's actually pretty good despite its gayness. Like, if the people, like if the left, let's call them, when they make like works that need gay characters and whatnot, if they make stuff like this, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But they don't, which is why I have a problem with it. So yeah, Banana Fish, check it out. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm not gonna put it in my top 25 though. Bananayan. That's something. It's a cat/banana hybrid. And it's just like a little kids TV show. I think, yeah, it's demographic kids. You have like a narrator that's like, "Oh, cat banana, you're looking for fruits? Well, there's a grape over there. And oh, there's like your little brother and he's sleepy. So let him sleep." It's cute, it's cute. But yeah, it's definitely not the height of what anime could be. Oh, I definitely have shoujo on my list, don't worry. That's more like in J though. Right. I have to find it. Barakamon. I read the manga. I like the manga. I'm not sure I can recommend the anime though. I can recommend the animes. You know, I can recommend it. But the thing is, it's not finished. Even though the manga is finished, even though they made a fucking prequel anime of the prequel manga, they never continued this one. I really would want like a season covering the rest that they didn't cover. But man, because of that, I cannot recommend it. Well, I can't put it on my top 25, I mean. I can't recommend it. Watch it. It's good, it's cute. It's one of his anime again with, you know, guy kind of adopts a girl. In a almost like fatherly relationship kind of thing. Like I said in an earlier anime. So it's cute in that sense. And has some fun parts. So yeah, Barakamon, check it. It's fun. It's fun, but not not in my top 25 because it's not finished. Yeah. Do you have something here? Oh yeah. Battle game in 5 seconds. Oh, yeah, I remember. Okay. I was like, it's so dumb. Yeah, it's dumb. It's like about these people that get like dragged into a death game and they get like powers. If I remember correctly, he has like a copy ability or something like that, which is like really strong. And yeah, it's always about, oh, I have to figure it out in 5 seconds, otherwise whatever. Yeah, Barakamon is exactly wholesome and funny. It's just wholesome. It's cute. It's the kind of anime that makes you want to be a Japanese person that moves out to a village and then meets a little girl and kind of adopts her as your daughter and be like, oh yeah, I like her. She's my daughter now. Nothing sexual going on there, mind you. Just cute, wholesome life. At the end of the day, when I die, I can say, she gets everything I owned. And hopefully grow up to be a nice person. That's like the kind of anime that is. It makes you want to be Japanese. basically. Being a weeb and wanting to be Japanese? Nah. Wanting to adopt a Japanese child who has no parents. That's what this is about. So yeah. Check it out. But battle game in 5 seconds, don't check it out. I watched this anime 3 times. And every single time, I fell asleep. Yeah. It's like a weird battle... It's battle royale. You know? It is fucking PUBG before PUBG was a thing in 1987. Right? Fortnite, PUBG, Apex, all of them can kinda lead back to... Not this one, but also kinda to this. Right? Battle Royale. There's like a Japanese movie with the same name. That's where the name comes from, by the way, if you don't know. If you like the Battle Royale game genre, then thank Japan. They kinda did the groundwork there. But yeah, it's like a movie. It has like weird monsters in it, and it's kinda eh. I fell asleep 3 times and then never bothered to watch it again. Oh, you can't see what I see. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry. Let me go back really quick. Now you should see it. I was here. Don't need to close this. What's this? That's what was recommended here. Banana fish. Gay guys. That's how it looks. This guy fucks him. This guy wants to fuck both of them. These guys are like gay lovers. Cute banana. Cat. Highly recommended. It's a child show. Barakamon, there it is. This is the child. Very cute. And this is the guy who like adopts her. As I said, it's cute to watch it. And then battle game in 5 seconds, don't watch it. Battle Royale at high school, don't watch it. Moving on. Beautiful Bones. It's an anime that had potential. It's like a mystery and whatnot. But I just don't think it ever went anywhere. It has 2 manga adaptations for some reason. This one was finished up after 9 chapters and this one after 5. Inspires a lot of confidence. The novel has 17 volumes and it ended in 21. Okay. Like, I remember when it came out, people are actually hyping it up. It was one of the more popular anime at the time. But I can't really remember what it was all about. Which is why I will not put it in my top 25. I do remember it though being an interesting watch at least. Yeah, Beautiful Bones. Yeah. I think it was about solving murder cases or something. But I might misremember, yeah. No idea. Oh, Beck. Mongolian Chop Squad. How could you describe Beck? Like, it's an anime about like a kid joining a band and then getting somewhat famous and a bit over his head. And then he gets back to it and he's like some kind of genius, supposedly. It's kind of like the Initial D of music, almost. If I'm leaning out of the window a little bit. Yeah. It's a fun story. Because it's a very old anime as well. Yeah, Beck, I probably won't rewatch it. But I can recommend it. It's a fun show. But the drama is like very... I mean, there's a fetish for that. What was her name again? Fuck, what was her name? There was like this one very famous anorexic person. Nina Cooney or something like that. Yeah, oh, Eugenia Cooney. Okay. Fucking hell. Like, oh. It's like, look at this. She has beautiful bones, you can see him through the skin. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, I think 2 million subscribers, by the way. I think most of these people are into that shit. Like, there's like one video where she bakes a cake and she's like so... And her mom is kind of like supporting it almost. It's kind of disgusting. Where's the thing? Yeah, look at this. Look at... does it show her fucking arms here in a second? Like, look at that, dude. It's so... Yeah, there. A little bit back. Ew, like, look at this, dudes. Come on. Those are some bones. Goddamn, girl. You look like a twig. That's all you can say. Damn, she's a twig, boy. Yeah, Beck. It's about music. That's the fetish, though. That is part of the fetish, seeing her struggle to do things. And she hammers it up. She's like, oh, I cannot lift this very clearly, you know, like a bag of flour, like a 1 kilogram bag of flour. She's like, oh, I cannot lift this bag. Mother, help me. It is part of the fetish. And she hams it up. I can't look at it. It's disgusting. So I'd rather look at anime where there are women with some meat on them, on them bones, you know. Belle. It's basically Beauty and the Beast, the anime, with music. The song was kind of good that they used in the trailer, but other than that, it's so strange. It really is just Beauty and the Beast, but worse than the Disney one. Yeah, kind of recommend it. It was like hyped a bit because of the trailer, because it looked kind of interesting. Like, it certainly had a certain art style going on. It might be by the guy who made... They don't list the directors. Studio Chizu? Yeah. It's like by this studio. The ones who made Mirai and fucking Wolf Children. Yeah. I can't recommend it though. I said it's just Beauty and the Beast, but not so good. Bento. I wanted to watch this anime again. Holy shit. Yeah, I have this over there on my shelf on Blu-ray, if I remember correctly. Oh, Bento is such a weird anime. Very interesting though. Very interesting. Not top 25 contender, but very interesting. It's basically they have like this thing where in the you have like they go into the stores and they have like the bentos, right? The bento boxes, the lunches. And after like the store closes, or like before the store closes, they put like half price stickers on it and they brawl it out. They fucking fight for these things. It's so good. I mean, she's cute, yeah. She's also cute though. She's also voluptuous. Like, man, I'm not sure if I can show trailers here. But yeah, bento, man. Maybe without the sound. Like, it's so fun. They like just go duke it out for food. It's I have to watch it again. It's actually kind of hilarious. Yeah, dude. Virtua Fighter by Sega, by the way. What's that? Like, could you imagine? You work at the store, they're like, okay. You're like new in the store, intern first day. Okay, guys, we're gonna put the stickers onto the bento boxes. Then everybody's like, oh, you're a new guy. You're like, oh, what the fuck's going on? Okay, you do that? And then they put the stickers on, they walk out, and you just watch as people start brawling it out. And you're like, what the fuck? These guys are bleeding there, they kill each other. For fucking lunches that cost what, like $7? Holy shit. Yeah, bento. I have to rewatch this one. It will get an honorable mention, that's for sure. Just because of the concept, it's so fun. It's a light novel. It ran until 2014, holy shit. Yeah. Such a interesting concept. I do have to watch it again. Such a travesty. Such a fucking travesty. Berserk 2016. Do I have to talk about it? It's CGI, bad CGI guts swinging around a sword that sounds like a pan when it hits something. Anything. He could hit a piece of grass, like swing, and it makes a clonking sound like a pan hits a wall or a hammer. Ugh. Like, how could one of the most popular mangas out there get such a bad adaptation? It's beyond me. And not only that, it got a fucking season 2. They made more of it. And it's the first time they started to cover parts beyond the Golden Age arc as well, which makes it even more devastating. Ah. Yeah, like, the thing is, the manga is it's so good. It's so ungodly good, and it's you're speaking of good art, like, holy shit. The original adaptation was good as well, but it's like they never made anything like it again. And Berserk is like in this limbo now where they are continuing it, but you know, Miura himself is dead. Sadly. So it's like, oh. I mean, I've read the newest chapter. They're kind of good, but you do notice that they kind of like work with for like a draft almost. You just kind of try to get through things in a quick enough manner. It's still good. It's still good. Highly recommend it. Even if it never finishes, like read up till Elfland or whatever it was called. Past the ship. But yeah, travesty. What a travesty. Yeah, you have the Golden Age movies. They are better. But I would almost say they're also not that good of an adaptation. Like, it's better than whatever 2016 is. But they still... I can't put them in my top 25. Even though they are decent, right? It's still... The manga is absolutely my top, top 10 if it would be finished. But yeah. Holy shit. Kyokai no Kanata. Oh. Like every year, there is one anime that just pops off. Right, where at the cons you see people cosplaying at one character specifically, and if I remember, this anime was that. I don't remember jack shit about it, but I remember how insanely popular it was. This anime, holy shit. Yeah, I don't remember anything about it, but it was insanely popular. That was a prequel. Then the sequel was like a movie. I didn't get it though. I watched it, I was like, okay, but it never... Yeah, it never really appealed to me, I could say. I will definitely not put it on my top 25. Black Bullet. Yeah. You have this guy and you have like a million lollies that follow him. It's Lolly the anime. It has like the scene where he lifts his blanket and like 3 lollies lie under his blanket. He's like, oh no. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. So yeah. Cannot recommend it. It's also never it never got anywhere. It's like a light novel. That's on hiatus, so the story is just never gonna finish. So I don't care. But another bullet, but on a black bullet, is Black Lagoon. It sounds funny, but it's kind of like... It's like one of these animes that like gets brought up once in a while. As like the exact example why all anime is creepy. Because this anime exists. It's like... It's also story-wise not so good if I remember correctly. But Black Lagoon is. Black Lagoon is really fun. I think it's one of these... It's just a classic anime as well. It's another... almost mandatory one. Where I would say, hey... At least like watch the first episode or so of it. Of course you have Ravi, who is... a very endearing character, you could say. Yeah, pretty good. Like, it's basically about this guy who like joins like a kind of like a merc company, if you don't know. And they're doing like jobs. It's pretty fun. Then they had Omake, which is just the Roberta's Blood Trail, I would say is, I said this before. Maybe. But Roberta's Blood Trail is probably the best part of it. You have the second barrage, which is the second season. There we go. You have this maid. Okay, yeah, it's called Roberta's Blood Trail, but they don't even have the maid itself here. Funny. Like you have this maid working for this one kid. And I don't remember, like the kid gets kidnapped or something like that. And she goes on an absolute, yeah, well, what's it called? On a blood trail. She just goes wild because she's actually a merc as well. She's probably one of the most badass characters in the show. Highly recommended. And at the end of it, Revi, was it Revi? Yeah, Revi and her have just a full-on fist fight. It's so good. Oh, Roberto's blood trail is really good, and I would say Black Lagoon has, I think the manga is also still ongoing, has potential to be in the top 25. Yeah, it's still ongoing, but I don't know if new chapters are coming out, really. They are, kinda. But it's like a frequent hiatus, I think. Yeah, Black Lagoon, very highly recommended. Let me actually save these, because we are getting to the last one of this section. Black Rock Shooter. Has? Oh, okay, I see, yeah. It's fun, though. It's kind of like the, you know, as you said, like the green-haired lady from using healing magic the wrong way. It's kind of like the same character stereotype, I would say. Almost. But yeah, Black Rock Shooter is like... There once was a Vocaloid song called Black Rock Shooter, and it spawned its own fucking franchise. Yeah. I liked it. I liked the original Black Rock Shooter. I didn't like any of the newer stuff. I like the TV one, and I like the OVA one. And I played the PSP game, which is just strange. And it's not that good. It's just like, I feel like they never really knew what they wanted to make with Black Rock Shooter, because it was literally just a music video. And a song, like a Hatsune Miku song. And they never knew what are we gonna do with that. It's just like, okay, I guess. Let's just do something. But yeah. Black Rock Shooter, I can recommend at least, as I said, the TV and the OVA, which I will get to in a second, I guess. But other than that, I can't. There we go. Next 25. Let me try to speed up a little bit, since I do have work tomorrow and I don't have much time left now. So yeah, as I said, the OVA. It's similar to the TV, just a bit faster. It's one episode, which is 52 minutes long. Light of the Immortal is an interesting anime, I would say, because it is based on a manga. Once again, it's like one of these that's like, the manga is 1993 to 2012, and they adapted it in 2019 by Netflix, I think, as well. Or it was like one of these early ones that like only came out on Netflix. I think that was one of the things. It's interesting. It's about like... Oh, I will probably have to do like 4 parts. We are only at 100 out of 800. It will take a while. I just want to kind of like reach the 100 before too long. I need almost 45 minutes per 25. It's a bit... I mean, I will see how fast I get, but I will stop at 100, I would say. I think I will get through it. I thought I would get through faster, but as always, I end up talking a bit much about certain things, but which is nice, though. But your Blade of the Immortal is like this dude, and he's like immortal. Oh, wow, you say. And he has like a million weapons with him. And you have like this girl here who's like traveling with him. for some reason. She's like, oh yeah, you need to help me or something. And in the end, I think he dies. I'm not too sure. But they kind of go around and like constantly try to get these two killed, and he kills them as well. Instead, it's a fun one. Not top 25, but I can recommend watching it. It's a good watch. Yeah. Just sad that if I remember correctly, it was like stuck on Netflix for the longest time. But it's a good watch. It's a good watch. Oh my god. Okay, I have to skip this one for now. I will get, because I will maybe talk a bit about it. Bleach, 1000 Year Blood War. I haven't finished it yet, but I've read the manga to completion. It's basically Soul Society Part 2, in my eyes. It's basically a repeat of Soul Society, which is not bad. I liked 1000 Year Blood War as an arc. And I think as a last arc, as the finishing arc of the story, it was good. Certainly like the Fullbringer and stuff like that came before it was But this, I'm glad they thought, you know, let's adapt this. I haven't watched it to completion yet, but I will at some point. But yeah. Bleach, now is the best time to get into Bleach and watch the entire thing. Oh, maybe you can skip a lot of stuff here in the original anime. Or maybe just watch, like, read the manga. I like read the entirety of, like, when it came, well, while it was still coming out, I caught up with it. That was at like 500 chapters or so, I think. Yeah. At like 500 chapters at the time, I caught up within like a week or so. Yeah. It's good. I think it's a really good part of Bleach. I'm glad they adapted it. But I probably wouldn't put it in my top 25 either, even though it's highly rated. But is it highly rated because it's Bleach, or is it highly rated because it's actually so good? There's a bit of a question, I would say. Yeah. Blend S. I mean, there's exactly one thing that stayed with from Blend S, and after that it was forgotten. It's a smile, sweet, sister, sadistic, and then anything else that starts with S as a meme from the opening. That's all it happened to be in the end. It's basically about like they have like a cafe with like maids, and the maids need to have like a bit of a character, or portray a character, and she has to be the sadistic one, even though she's like very, oh no, I'm just a cute little girl, I can't be sadistic, I'm actually, you know, I'm just easygoing. But when she gets into it, she actually manages to do it. I've skipped all the fillers. I don't watch fillers usually, so I don't know which one. So I haven't watched that one. But yeah. And then of course you have the classic, this dude. Yes, I said it correctly. This is a dude. Hidari is actually a boy. So yeah. All groups have their characters. You have the people who are into traps. You have the people who are into big-chested ones. You have the people who are into mean lollies. You have covered everybody. Except the mom. She's kind of a mommy character. But that's about it. So yeah. Blend S. Completely forgettable. Burn the midget. Yeah, midgets are cute. Oh, Kekkai Sensen. It's by the same guy that made Trigun. I think that's all I have to say. It's good. Watch it. It's a bit confusing at times, like where the story is actually going. Right? At times I felt like it's just doing something. I don't know exactly what. But I have to read the manga. I think the manga is complete by now. So yeah, Kekkai Sensen has potential for now. but I wouldn't say it probably won't land on it. Yeah, it's done. But this is a part 2, okay. That's also done. And a part 3, which is currently airing, okay. Interesting. So yeah, AKKO Sensei. Recommended. Just like I recommend the sequel. I hope we get a new one. It's been overset. It's been 8 years. Almost. It's been almost 8 years. We're due for a new one, hopefully. 777. That's a good rating. Lucky 7. Oh, Blood. Blood is one of these animes I always wanted to watch. Because it's like, not necessarily prolific, but it's always like been something that I kind of saw. I always like saw it somewhere. And then I was like, okay, let's fucking do this, right? Let's sit down and watch Blood finally. So I watched Blood, The Last Vampire, and I kind of liked it. And then I sat down and started Blood Plus and stopped after 13 episodes. So yeah, that's probably something I will try to do next year. Is finally watch Blood. Or finish it. And then also watch Blood Sea. It's a fun movie though. It's nothing too special, but it gets your action kicks in, I would say. Bloom into you. You like lesbians? Because boy, those are some lesbians right here. Yeah, that's pretty much all it is. I will have to talk about this in a second. Blue Exorcist. I've recently caught up to the manga and it's getting kinda wild. I hope it doesn't drag on too long though. Because I cannot see where it's going right now. I can't see it. Some people say, yeah, the author said she's about halfway through the story. And from what I think, it's like, if this is halfway through the story, then what the fuck are you even gonna do? Like, what are you talking about? Like, this manga has been going on since 2009. And it's halfway through with 157 chapters? Yeah, a bit more. I haven't read the newest ones. But no, I can see this one ending within 200. Right? But yeah, I watched this and I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of cool. And then that is something that I'm really glad about. That's exactly what I want to talk about. That's something I'm really glad about, is that they stopped doing anime original endings. Right? Basically, like, the anime progresses until, like, episode 15 or so. 15, 16, 18, something like that. And then it does a completely original plot. That's completely different. Where they face off against Satan at the end, and it's like, no, that's not what happened in the manga. But that's all we had since 2011, right? This half-baked, like, the beginning part is amazing. The story, like, the actual plot, the concept behind it is great. Highly recommended. And then it kinda just stood there with this original ending that was just kinda eh. And then 6 years later, they're like, okay, let's finally continue it. Then we got Kyoto Saga. Then we got the Illuminati Hen. And then this one I haven't watched yet, which is Beyond the Snow Saga, which it's kind of weak. It's mostly about her with the big tits. And then we have this part, which this one is. I'm looking forward to this one. It's basically him going through his past to witness his own birth. It's basically what it's about. So yeah, not a 25 contender, but I can recommend Blue Exorcist. Especially now that they seem to be dedicated to actually adapt the entire thing. Okay. BNA. BNA. Brand new animal. It's Studio Trigger. What else can I say? It's Studio Trigger. They make good shows. Most of the time. They were involved with Dungeon Meshi? Really? Huh. Okay. Sequel as well? Oh, that one hasn't come out yet. Okay. But yeah, it's a fun show. It's like very self-contained as well, which is always good in my opinion when it doesn't need to be like this long, drawn-out story. It's fun, and I can recommend it, as it is Studio Trigger. If I remember correctly. Fuck. I just saw one of the characters and I was like, oh, wait a second. Oh, wait a second. Oh, they cannot... Come on. They don't have her here? Are you kidding me? Like, this one. I think, if I remember correctly, she's a Sphinx. Oh. Oh. Oh no, she's naked mole rat. Okay. I thought that to remember she was a Sphinx. Okay. Brr. Her head just gets kind of wide and her ears kind of move to the top. Okay. So yeah, not 25, but I can. It's Trigger. If it's by Trigger, if it's by Trigger, watch it. Do I even have to talk about Bocchi? It's very cool animated, and it's one of the most popular anime in recent history. And there's a sequel that I haven't watched yet. Oh, it hasn't aired yet, okay. Yeah, Bocchi the Rock. If you haven't watched Bocchi the Rock, just watch it. Like, come on. What's wrong with you? It's a good anime. It's a good anime. About a cute girl that is in a pink jumpsuit at all times. That hides in a box. Yeah, no, there's like... No idea. I was like, I want to watch an anime. I have like half a day time. Or less than half a day. To finish it. What can I watch? 3 minutes per episode. Let's watch this. No idea. Yeah. No fucking idea. Hell yeah, dude. The classic. The one and only. #1 spot already guaranteed. Who fucking remembers the time when everybody was like, oh, you want to watch a good anime? How about Boku no Pico? Here's a link to it. Here's where you can watch it. Don't worry about looking it up. I already got the stream for you. Just click play and enjoy. Oh, those were the times. Today, when you would do that, you would be called out for committing a hate crime or something. Is it cursed? within like the first 5 minutes or so, this guy sucks this guy's dick. Boku no Pico is only guys. All of the characters that... It's a hentai, by the way. If I haven't said that. It's a hentai. And all of the people in it are guys. Men. As you can clearly see here. Boys love. And then they were like, okay, we have Boku no Pico. How about... Ah, I don't even have it here. They have a sequel called Pico to Chico. Which is just as gay. And then they were like, okay, well, we can't stop at Pico and Chico. How about we go Pico, Coco, and Chico? Which is even more gay. Because now it's 3 dudes fucking. If I remember correctly. I might misremember that. I watched them, by the way. That's why I know this. They formed a triangle. If I remember correctly, they formed a fucking triangle. If you know what I mean. He sucks him, he sucks him, and he sucks him. What the fuck, dude? Oh. But yeah, that was like the going on joke when somebody was like, hey, do you have an anime recommendation for me? Here you go, buddy. Yeah. I'll talk about this one in a second. Boogie Pop is interesting. Because it's like another one of these that's like almost kind of done out of order. It has like different like stories and whatnot. The manga is only... Oh, it's not a manga, it's a light novel, I think. Yeah. It's still going on. To this day, holy sh... Yeah, light novels, they never stop. Or maybe it stopped and they just have never updated it. But yeah, it's one of these that just kind of goes in weird like circles. There's like one character called the Boogie Pop, which is like a kind of like a spirit who fights like other like demons or something like that. It's a good watch. It's a good watch, but certainly not for my list. Brave Witches. Brave Witches is a spin-off of Strike Witches. And Strike Witches is one of my guilty pleasure anime. Which might even end up on the list, mind you. Brave Witches itself, though, nope. It's just like a cheap imitation of perfection, you could say. It's a tribute to what could be good. Remember Elfenlied and how popular that was? Well, here you have an anime based on a work by the same author. Yeah. I don't know, man. Ooh. Dropped something. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad. I want to watch it though, read it, since it's finished. But fucking Okamoto Lin, I don't know, man, everything this guy writes is just kinda in this limbus of not bad, but also not good. He did Elfenlied, and for the longest time Elfenlied was the thing, right? I mean, I get to that, not this part, but next part, probably. It was the thing. If you want to watch anime, everybody was like, hey, here you have an anime. It's a naked chick ripping off people's arms. Yeah. Batum. Batum. Batum is like a... they play like a game. And at one point they were like, okay, the people who play this game, let's just take them, put them on an island, and let them play the game for real. With actual bombs. And let them kill each other. And then you have this girl, who, if I remember correctly, almost gets raped. Because she has big tits, and just like a creepy fat dude. This one, I think it was. Might misremember it, though. It is kind of interesting, and I always want to read the manga, which I will probably do, because they never finish it, right? 2012 it comes out. Manga ended in 2018. Never made another anime. What I always appreciated about the cover is that it looks like an Xbox game. The Xbox 720. Ooh. Like they actually made it look like an Xbox game. It's so cute. It's such a nice little detail. All the covers are. Oh, holy shit. Yeah, that's good. I have to read it. I really have to read it, though. I didn't dislike it necessarily, but it's also not a very... It kind of fell out of favor. I never heard about anybody talking about this anymore. Right? It's like one of these shows that just kind of came and went, and that was it. Yeah, Batum. It's not bad. Actually, check it out. It can certainly stand up to modern anime, that's for sure, or more modern anime. Oh, give me a second, though. My heart is not ready for that one. Not yet. Bye Bye Earth. I thought it's really good. The first episode I really liked it. I really liked the world. I actually bought the light novel. They started translating it. It's like one of these that is like, I think, sponsored by Crunchyroll or something, if I remember correctly. Some bullshit like that. But yeah, it's not as bad as people think. It's not good. But it's actually better than a 6.5 in my opinion. And there's a sequel that I have to still watch. So yeah, it came out in 2024, by the way. It's quite new. I can recommend checking it out. Watch at least the first, like, 2 episodes. Bye Bye Earth is one of these animes I can say, watch the first 2 episodes and then decide if you actually don't like it. Because it has quite an interesting premise of, like, what's going on. It's like, there's, like, all of these beast people and she's the only human. But they're also, like, these, like, flower creatures, but they never really mention them again. But it's cool. So, yeah. Keka Sensei is here because it's potentially my top 25, so let me save it real quick. Dokuro-chan. Dokuro-chan is very, very interesting. Because it was one of these animes where it's like 4 minutes an episode or something. Oh no, it's 1 episode. It's 26 minutes. Okay. I misremembered that part. But it has like a lot of clippable things, right? Back in the day on YouTube, before YouTube was like this thing that it is now. Back in the day on YouTube, you would find clips of this show. And you were just like, what the fuck is this show? Like, she kills this guy, then revives him every single time. She kills him in the most gruesome ways. She has, like, this thing, she just cuts his head off. She, like, strangles him to death, etc., etc., etc. It's a fun watch. It's a fun watch. Definitely an honorable mention. That's manga. Okay. A light novel. I could definitely recommend checking it out, just for the fun factor that it provides, and for the gore factor as well, because it's hilarious, kinda. Bokurano. I'm not entirely sure what I should say about Bokurano. It's interesting, right? It's like one of these animes I had on my list for the longest time of, you know, to watch this one. For the longest time. And I never did. And then I watched it and was like, yeah, it has something. There's something there. And I can just, like, say this. Check it out. It's interesting. It is interesting, and at one point it actually starts to become this almost unexpected. After the first person, it's kind of like... After one thing happens with one of the children, you're like, oh, wait a second. Okay. And it's kind of like the thing that the author, the mangaka here, is like kind of known for. Like another manga of him that I read was here, Narutaru, which is really fucking strange if I'm gonna be honest. In the end, it's like, it's almost like an Evangelion type ending, where all of humanity is kind of gone. It's kind of strange. He only does story for most of these as well. I have to check out if he ever did something new. See, Bokurano. It's an like, basically it's like these children, they find like a cave. And inside of this cave, there's like this dude. And he's like, oh yeah, do you want to check out my newest video game? My like VR video game. And then they are transported into like a robot, into this thing. And it's like, hey, you have to defend against another robot. And then they do that, and it turns out, wait a second. We were actually transported to that robot. This wasn't like some VR game, and now we're locked in. And every time a new robot appears, we get transported into it, and we have to kill it. And so on and so forth. And like all the characters, they have like something wrong with them, right? They have like something wrong with them, and it's like you slowly learn about it. Oban Star. Oban Star. You mean this one? I did see it at one point. Somebody mentioned it, but I never watched it. I think, I know why I remember this name. This VTuber, I think, made like a... Oh, why doesn't it show up? Oh, that's why. Yeah, she had like the writer and director for it on. She like interviewed this guy who is a writer and director of the show. That's why I remember this name. I haven't watched it, but you might want to check this out if you're interested in a little bit more. Yeah. I might check it out though. I put it here into my stuff people recommended to me. Yeah, I have to watch it. At some point. Okay, I have two animes to check out here. The final two to talk about. Okay. Setsuo no Tempest. I remember this anime barely. But I remember actually kinda liking it and it being somewhat interesting. And ever since, I wanted to rewatch it. And there's also the manga, of course, which, you know, 2013, and the manga went on until October, so they might have fully adapted it. They might have gotten like, hey, this is how it ends. Do this. Yeah. I will have to read this one though, as well. Yeah, I want to rewatch it because it is kind of interesting. I think around weren't like weird monsters. Yeah, it had like these things. That's all I remember. Like this guy turns evil and he stays good, quote unquote. Yeah, Setsu no Tempest, man. I'm glad I went through this. I forgot about it almost. I have to say. I have to watch it again. I really have to watch Setsu no Tempest again. I think this. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's 11, so I'm basically on the last anime for today, anyways. Let's get rid of this. Let's put this here, and last one. Remember all the way back at the start of the stream, where I said, "Hey, an adult adopts a child, not in a sexual way." Or they live together and whatnot, but yeah. Usagi Drop. I talked about this in the manga as well. Usagi Drop is this manga, an anime in that sense, where like there's like a child of like the grandpa of the family. Or the dad of him. And he's already like 30, 40 as well. And then he's like, okay, you know, nobody of you wants to step up because she's an illegitimate child. Okay, I'm gonna adopt her. And they're like, you're crazy, you're like a single dude, you don't have a wife, you don't even have any other children. What are you doing? And he like does that, and then the first half is so cute and so good, right? It's amazing. He like learns to be a dad, learns to like take care of a child, right? She pees the bed, and he's like, oh, how do we take care of that? She goes to her first school day, and all of this cute stuff, right? He learns to be a dad. That's the first half of the show. And the first half, like, that's the first half of the manga. And that's what they adapted with the anime. Good. Watch the anime, it's really cute. But don't ever read the manga. Because in the manga, she becomes like a teenager and then an adult, and she develops feelings for him. And they're not like, ah, that's kind of creepy, you shouldn't do that. You have like this other dude that's actually into you for years. Like you have this dude. Like he has a crush on you, you know? You can have relationships with somebody who's your own age. Well, fuck you, because in the end, they end up together. Ah, this 40-year-old dude adopted like what, 9-year-old? 8-year-old. He treated her like his daughter. He, you know, he watched her grow up, and then she comes and is like, hey, I'm like a child in my puberty. I have feelings for you. And then she like grows up a little bit more. She's, I still have feelings for you. It's like, oh yeah, okay, if that's the case, 50-year-old me is gonna get together with a 20-year-old you or whatever. Like, what the fuck, dude? What was the author thinking? What was the author thinking? Really? Have they made anything else since then as well? They have made plenty of stuff, holy shit. They're still making new works. Huh. Okay. But yeah. Usagi Drop is actually one of these rare instances where the anime is better than the manga. Like much, much better than the manga. Because it only covers the good part. The anime really only covers the good part. It's like, okay, we're done here. Nothing else to see. Goodbye. Yeah. It's like a very well-known manga for that. For that happening. I wish Usagi Drop had two separate entities, one being the start and one everything after the time skip, starting in chapter 26. It's one for one very simple reason. Usagi Drop is a prime example of how a great concept can still run off the rails badly. It's a masterclass in turning what starts as a warm, cute, fuzzy story into a catastrophic failure of a romantic drama. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's kind of like failing to success, right? It's just a cute dynamic of somebody who doesn't have a child trying to take care of a child, which is something that it can happen in real life, and then it just goes off the rails, as the review says. I think that's a good way to put it. I don't know what they were thinking. Yeah. I can highly, highly, highly recommend the anime. For now, I'm even considering putting it on the list. But don't read the manga. It's like one of these where if somebody says, oh yeah, did you know the story actually continues in the manga? Wink wink. You would have to go fuck off. I'm not gonna engage in this depravity. You scoundrel. I know what you're trying to make me read, and I will not allow it. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, I think that is it. That is the first 100 of all my 821. Let's give a sneak peek of the next ones. We have a game adaptation, which is not so good, and we have a really good anime. But that is for the next time. That is for the next time. But when is the next time, or what is next time in general? Basically, tomorrow, Quake 2 continues with the mission pack, The Reckoning. Yeah, these take way longer than every time, way longer than I expect. But I have to talk about it, right? I have to talk about them. I can't just rail down the list, be like, oh yeah, this one, I'm done. That would feel dumb to me. But it will take 4 to 8 parts at this rate, so be prepared. But yeah, tomorrow, Thursday, Quake 2 The Reckoning. I'm not sure how far I will get in it. I will try to do like not as many streams as I did for the first Quake. The first one I did like 2 hours a piece, and it took me like 5 streams. I'm trying to do a bit longer, hopefully, and get it in like 2 or 3 streams. I'll have to see about that one though. Then on Friday, Lord of the Rings continues. I'm trying to wrap it up by next week, hopefully. Or I'm just generally trying to finish it. It's like it's been going on for a bit too long. When I started out streaming, I said to myself, yeah, most games should be finished within like 2 to 3 streams. I think that's a good way to do it. Silk Song, 14 streams or whatever that was. Lord of the Rings is, I think, on the 7th now. So yeah, that's on Friday. And on Saturday, since I'm so in the mood for it, Dark Souls with the Crystal Greatsword. So that's the rest of the week. Then next week is where my vacation starts, starting Wednesday, so not from the get-go. But Tuesday is going to be part 2 of what even are my top 25 anime. That's next Tuesday. It's going to continue very soon this time. And then I have to see about the rest. I think I'm gonna do Elden Ring in 2 weeks. I thought about if I should do it next week or the week after that, but I think I'm gonna do it the week after that. Is when I do Elden Ring every day, trying to do as much as I can. Who knows, maybe I'm gonna do a 12 or 16 hour stream at one point. Probably not. But I'll see about that. But anyways, that was it for today. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow with Quake 2. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you next time.